Jambo. Welcome to our third lesson on floating and sinking. Now, in this lesson, I've written a question so that we can apply the knowledge we had in the previous lesson. In the previous lesson, we did experiment to verify a law known as Archimedes' principle. So what did Archimedes say? That when a body is wholly, fully inside water, okay, or just part of it is inside water, it experiences an upward push, which we call upthrust. Okay? Now, for us to get the idea of upthrust, we used a beaker, a Eureka can, and an object, which I encouraged you to do it at home. That when a body is inside water, it appears to be light. We account for that apparent loss in weight with an upward push, which we call upthrust. The body is the same in air and also in water, but they weigh differently. That small figure, which is less than what it weighs in air, is that which we call apparent weight. Apparent weight. So they appear to have been some kind of loss. So let us look at this question with those facts in mind. Upthrust from Archimedes' principle is related to what will be displaced using Eureka can. So I am going to connect the previous lesson and this one. And remember what I said. We are dealing with weight, upthrust. And then you know, weight basically is mass by gravity. Mass is basically product of density and volume. Let us look at this. Okay? I may put on my glasses. Right. A stone weighs 2 Newton in air and 1.2 in water. You can see, in air 2, in water 1.2. So it seems there is something pushing upward, pushing that stone upward, such that we are not able to read 2 Newtons. We are reading less weight. It's like somebody is pushing this up. So you who is trying to pull it to put to the carrier of matatu, the person feels this body is light. Why does he feel it is light to load this on the carrier? Because us down, we are trying to push it. As we are trying to push it, he feels the body is lighter now. In a sense, this body is the same. When he's alone, it appears very heavy. But when we try to push it from down, he feels it is lighter. That is what we are talking about. So it is 1.2 when totally immersed in water. And then we are asked to calculate two things. The volume of that stone and two, the density. We are told to take gravity as 10 Newton per kg and also density of water 1,000 kg per cubic meter. That is the information we have. Just to connect with yesterday, I've drawn, this is the weight in air. This is the stone. So we can write stone here. Even this here is the stone. That is our stone. In air, that. And then totally immersed, you get 1.2. But to connect with yesterday's lesson, if it is totally immersed, then some water will come out. Okay? Some water will come out. So we show some water will come out. This water is collected in a beaker. Okay? This water is collected in a beaker. So we are curious to connect between the weight of this water displaced, the weight of the stone fully immersed, and weight in air. So the knowledge required is Archimedes' principle. In short, the upthrust is equal to weight of the water displaced. Remember, when a body is wholly or partially immersed in a liquid, in fluid, in air, fluid, liquid, air, it experiences an upward push, which we call upthrust or buoyant force. Then, that upthrust is equal to the weight of the water displaced. That is the knowledge we require, summarized by Archimedes. This upthrust, we can get it from weight in air minus weight in water, which is known as apparent loss in weight. What this means is there seems to be some loss. This loss from 2 to 1.2 is the apparent loss in weight. That is the knowledge you require. So when you compute that, you get our upthrust is 0.8. Our upthrust is 0.8. But this upthrust, we are told, it is the weight of the water displaced. And weight of water displaced simply is related to mass of water displaced multiplied by gravity. When I multiply mass of water displaced times gravity, I'll get weight of water displaced. Basically, you are using the idea of W is equal to mg. Okay, so we have 0.8 is equal to mass of water displaced times gravity. So you will have to get mass of water displaced when you take 0.8 divided by 10 and you get 0.08. Okay, you take this divided by that, you get that. Okay. Now I know mass of water displaced. But mass is equal to density times volume. From this knowledge, from density is equal to mass over volume. From the knowledge of density is equal to mass over volume, mass is density times volume. So the mass I got here, I put it here. The density is 1,000. I'm looking for volume, which gives me that. Okay? So this is what we are asked to find. You can see we are playing about weight in form of mg. W is mg. We are playing with upthrust is equal to mg. There is where we revolve. Part 2, density of the stone. Knowledge is density is mass of stone over volume of stone, because we are told about density of stone. So you must know the mass of stone and its volume for you to get the density. If I ask you about density of the mixture, then it is mass of the mixture over the volume of the mixture. So mass of the stone will be 2 divided by 10. This comes from weight is equal to mg. Okay? Weight is 2 Newton. 2 Newton is equal to m times 10. 2 Newton is equal to m times 10. Therefore, mass is gotten from the weight in air, which gives me 2 over 10, and we get 0.2 kilogram. There. Therefore, volume of the stone, we had already found volume of the stone. Okay, here. Volume of the stone is this. And now I have what? I have the mass. Therefore, density is mass over volume. This 0.2, I've written it in standard form 2 times 10 to the power negative 1. And the volume of the stone is 8 times 10 to the power negative 5. So you can see 2 over 8 is a quarter, which gives me 0.25. Then this goes up to become positive. Negative 10 to the power negative 5. If I take it to the numerator, it becomes 10 to the power 5. Compute this in standard form. 2.5 times 10 to the power negative 1. So this part in standard form is this, up to here. This is this, and this is that. So this is same base. You add the powers. I have 2.5 times 10 to the power negative 2 times 10 to the power 5, which gives me this, or if you wish, 2,500 kilogram per cubic meter. This is how you go about it. Key areas are upthrust is equal to weight of the water displaced. Then you must know weight is equal to mg. You can further say it is rho vg. Key areas. You must get the Archimedes because they will test it. That's why you learned it. What is it? This is all about Archimedes. You must know another language of upthrust is apparent loss in weight. Okay? So apparent loss in weight is equal to weight in air minus weight in that particular fluid. Folks, I hope you have benefited. Subscribe, we move on. Till then I say bye-bye.